Voxday, voxday.blogspot.com, and as you may or may not be aware, Voxversity. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, I've got my new lighting going here because I was just filming a Voxversity session. So you can look for Voxversity 3 coming out in about a week. And I'm going to be addressing free trade, trade war, that kind of stuff. It's going to be a short one, but I think I can guarantee that it is going to be impactful. I had to make some changes here. You may have noticed that the books are a little different. I had the new Castelia House hardcovers up there, and they were really shiny with the lights. So in order to avoid the distraction, I had to take them out. So this is going to be a pretty short one because the iPad has like no battery on it. So if it suddenly ends, then just be aware it's because the iPad ran out of battery. So why are we going to win? Well, I can tell you why. There's two reasons. Number one, because the other side can't create. Okay? It's really remarkable to me when it's so depressing in some ways when you see great stories that we used to love, like The Dark is Rising by Susan Cooper, like A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle, and that sort of thing. And it actually kind of hurts to see how the left, how Hollywood, how the anti-Christian globalist forces just relentlessly shit all over the stuff that we love. It's painful. It's irksome. It's infuriating. And part of that is why they do it. But what I think is even more important to remember is they're doing it because they can't do anything else. They have no vision. They have no art. For all that the left likes to try to claim that, oh, we're the artists, we're the creative ones, it's bullshit. They can't create new stories to save their lives. All they can do is remix. All they can do is mock. All they can do is empty skin suits of the real thing. There's a reason why the left just relentlessly imitates stuff. There's a reason why the left relentlessly parodies stuff, is because they can't create anything new. All right? So that's the one reason. J.J. Abrams is the perfect example. He can't do anything new. All he does is do the same thing with somebody else's properties. It's not interesting at all. The other thing and the other reason is that they don't do their homework. It was really interesting reading this article with the director of A Wrinkle in Time, DuVernay, and Oprah Winfrey, because neither one of them even bothered to read the book A Wrinkle in Time. Now I think that they probably did read it by the time they actually made the movie, but the point is that you got people making stuff, doing the translations and adaptions of stuff that they don't know, don't care about, and don't love. And so, that's why we can and we will do better stuff. Now, I don't know, for example, have any of you, yes, the original book is definitely worth reading. The best one in the series is A Swiftly Tilting Planet. That's a fantastic book. Definitely read that one. But look at the adaptation that Arkhaven has done of P.G. Wodehouse Right Ho Jeeves. You can tell that Chuck Dixon, that Gary Kwappitz and I all really love and appreciate P.G. Wodehouse's work. Now, you can criticize it and say, hey, look, why are you doing a comic book of it? People should just read the book. And I agree, But you know what? It's not for people who are going to read the book. It's for people who would never read the book and who would never consider reading Wodehouse. But after they read the comic and they see how funny it is, there's a very good chance that they will read the book. That's what a good adaptation does. We've already had people telling us that that's what they've done. And so, the stuff that we're doing with Alt Hero, and the thing is that we're going to be doing stuff in a bigger way than anybody understands. We've already got the first Alt Hero, which isn't even out yet. We've already got it translated into French. We're already getting it translated into Italian. I was just talking to a German publisher today that's very interested in it. We may be coming out, when Alt Hero is ready and comes out around the end of the month, we may actually be coming out with as many as 3 or 4 languages at once. Okay? Why? Because we love it. It's a good story. It's a really good story. And I think that people are going to really appreciate it. People are going to get really into it. And, and it's got the potential to grow all over the world. Now, we don't know that it will. We're starting small. Right now we sell a couple hundred Kindle versions. We sell a couple hundred print versions when it comes out. That's mostly the hardcore fans. We know that. But we're planting the seeds. Everybody who reads it, everybody who passes it around, everybody who looks at the stuff and has a chance to says, hey, this is great, and tells somebody about it, that's how things grow. And so, but why we're going to win? Because number one, we can create new things. We can tell new stories, and because we do our homework, we do our research. And when we adapt stuff, we adapt it lovingly. We adapt it respectfully. And we adapt it in a way that the original creator would appreciate. So, anyhow, that's all I've got today. We'll see you on the blog. If you haven't checked out the first 2 Voxdiversity videos, Immigration and War and Sink the Ships, I would encourage you to check those out. And keep an eye out for Voxdiversity 3, Trade War. What is it good for? Have a good evening. We'll talk to you soon.